I have to say that the paintwork is really, really nice. After I washed it, it just shines, man. Everybody, welcome to Anything That Moves. So I'll just go through the spec of the car a little bit quickly. Monte Carlo Blue, which is an optional extra. It does have the roof rails and the panoramic roof. Those would be, I would say, the extra options from factory. Then of course we have the this is the connection for the heater, for the interior heater in the winter, and we also have the 3 LED lights. What's the brown? I don't know. Venom. I don't know if it's known brown or not, and those I don't know. Anyway, it's 3 pieces. It's a very, very good light. From ahead it looks stunning, this car. Also from the front quarters it really looks, it's a really good looking car, you know. I try to make this video now before it's covered with snow. I just had it washed the other day, first time I really washed it properly. These are the winter wheels with the winter tires, with the studded winter tires. It's the Nokian Hakkapeliitta 8 SUV. It's got the yellow brake calipers. It's the standard brakes, but they have pretty good grip, I'd say. These are not original Alfa Romeo wheels. These are ETA Beta wheels. I don't know if it's a known brand, but I think they look good. They are a lot heavier than the original 5-hole wheels that I have for the summer tires. I think from behind, like this, straight from behind, it looks great. The angle I have least liking, or that I like the least, is actually from the rear quarter, like this. It looks a little bit bulky, you know. It's like somebody's wearing diapers. But that goes with a lot of SUVs, most of them. So it's not specific maybe for this, but I think maybe the rear could have, from this angle, it could have looked a little bit better. Okay, so the inside spec of this car is pretty much exactly how I would have expected myself had I bought it new from the factory. Extra equipment is the carbon fiber alcantara leather steering wheel. It looks great. One thing that I have noticed, which is actually a little bit annoying, is that when you use the heated steering wheel, of course the carbon fiber is not heated, so when the wheel is really cold, you get this kind of strange sensation of parts of it being hot and the inside of the steering wheel being cold. So steering wheel, we have the red and green stitching on the dashboard, all around, and all the stitching, basically leather stitching, is green and white. It looks very good. It's got the Harman Kardon sound system. I think it's a 900 watt system with either 9 or maybe 11 speakers. I don't remember. Let me put it this way, if I had the money to buy a new Stelvio Quadrifoglio, I would have gone for the Harman Kardon. But if I had bought the Julia, I think I would have gone cheap and spec'd it without it. I don't really know how the original system is, so I don't have anything to compare with really. It sounds okay. I'm not really playing loud music in the car so much, but it has a pretty clear, crisp sound also down when you listen to classical music or whatever, so it's okay. I cannot say it's the best system in the world, but I'm no car stereo expert because I never really had any great stereos in my car, and I wasn't really into that either, so I wouldn't have bought the car without the panoramic roof. You can of course open up the shield a little bit more so you get some more light inside the car. If I'm not mistaken, those are all the extra options inside the car. Well, the previous owner also had the interior heater installed, so you just connect it with a cable outside the car, like an hour, depends on the temperature of course, but an hour or 2 hours, an hour or half an hour before you want to get out, and it will be warm and cozy inside the car. One thing that I would have gone for that is not in this car is the option of a digital audio broadcast radio, the DAB radio. Some countries actually don't have they don't provide broadcasts on the FM band anymore. So, like for example, Norway, where we are going quite often on road trips. So I guess I just have to find some application on the telephone that I can play internet radio on through the aux cable. I'm a little bit surprised because I thought the 8.8-inch screen, I thought that they were all equipped with navigation, but this one doesn't have any navigation. It doesn't really matter because I have Apple CarPlay, and of course when you have the Apple CarPlay you also have the voice, so that's okay. But it's a bit strange. I mean, I really don't understand why they don't put it in. I mean, cars that are expensive like this, why you cannot get a navigation with the car, it's fucking ridiculous. One thing that I would really have loved this car to have is the ambient interior light. Well, it does have ambient interior light, they call it that, but that's just this white. Well, there is an ambience with it. It's cold ambience. So if you've ever been to Italy, if you've been to Italian restaurant, or not all of them but most of them, Italian restaurant or Italian hotel room, they have this really cool, ceiling lights. They don't have any spots. It's always really cold, the atmosphere in hotels and public spaces in Italy. But they can learn. So for sure, ambient interior lighting like they have, like BMW, Volkswagen, or Mercedes have, that would have been really appreciated. All these things I knew before I bought the car, so it's not like that I'm surprised that there isn't anything. I knew that there was an option called ambient light, which this one has, but I knew that it wasn't really anything. It wasn't any cozy ambience, that's for sure. I miss it, but that's how it is. One thing that is bizarre is the fact that in Europe, if you go for the Monte Carlo Blue paint, you cannot get a red interior. I mean, the red dashboard and details on the center column here on the sides. Had that been an option, I would have spec'd that if I bought it new. But it's not an option in Europe. I know in the States you can get it. I don't know why you cannot get it in Europe. There shouldn't be any issues of manufacturing or combining the two. But anyway, that's how it is. Maybe they thought, blue and red would be too much French, but now now when they've joined with the PSA group, maybe they should reconsider it. When you have the red interior, it really makes the car feel more special. I'll tell you what, it feels special to be in this car, but a lot of it comes from the knowing what you're sat in, knowing what engine you have under the hood. In many ways, our previous car, the Alfa Romeo 159 Ti, is feeling more exclusive inside than this one does. Sad to say. I think not only Alfa Romeo, but manufacturers in general, they should be given the opportunity to spec the cars more the way you want to spec them, because this is not it's not really it's not really, how should I put it? I would like to have an option of, you know, whatever wood interior. I would want to have the all leather beige interior like I had in the 159. It was great, you know. For me, I don't understand why you don't have these options on, especially on expensive cars like this. There should be an option. I sound negative. I'm not negative at all. It's a lovely place to be, this, and I really enjoy it fully. But there are some things that can also always be better, you know. One thing I almost forgot mentioning is that it also is equipped with the heated rear seats. One for the right, one for the left, and 2 USB chargers here in the back seat. That is also an optional extra. I think I have managed to mention all of the options. Cup holders under the carbon fiber lid. One thing that is really funny is that the previous Alfa Romeo, that you needed to buy the smallest coffees or the smallest sizes of cafe latte for for the cups to actually fit in the cup holder that was situated here somewhere. Anyway, here if you buy the smallest one, they will come down so low, so you almost cannot pick them up. There's quite a smart cell phone holder here, unless you have it connected. I usually have it connected always to the inside the compartment here. So there's also a cooler here connected to the AC. I like it. I cannot see. There's nothing wrong at all with the touch of the feel of the touch of these controls. I don't know what all this criticism is all about. I don't actually mind the look. I actually think that the 2019, just as on the outside, as I think the 2019 looks better than 2020, I also think that this is how the car was designed from the beginning. You know, when they make a facelift or any changes to the interior, they usually don't go as well with the whole as the original design did. And I think the same with this one. I actually think that this one looks better for sure. That the gear, the knob or whatever we call it itself on the 2020 and onwards with the leather, of course, that looks better than this plastic. But I don't know, people said that they're cutting themselves on the back here of this knob. I don't know what you're cutting yourself. There's nothing cutting here. I don't think that this feels cheap. I also don't think that the people are complaining about this flimsy control of the rotary dial of the infotainment system. I don't think it's flimsy at all. I like it. I like the easy. It goes well with my tactile touch, I have to say. I actually, if it felt cheap, I would tell you. You know, I'm not gonna tell you any lies. I'm not the salesperson for Alfa Romeo. I'm gonna tell you everything that is positive and negative. Also, it looks really nice when you have the infotainment system turned off. I usually turn it off when I don't have any business to do in it. So then it looks like really this sweeping, clear lines. You know, it's not like the ugly pads that somebody just bolted on. It looks like, you know, makes it look like a child designed the interior. You know, this looks really good. I love it. Okay, so thank you for watching my channel, and please, if you like it, and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments and inputs. Thanks for watching.